My name is Andy Mai and I'm the founder of Studying.com. We're on track to do $1 million per year, and I'm here just to document my journey from going to 1 million to 10 million to 100 million to 1 billion to 100 billion per year in revenue, net worth, whatever it is. I'm here to document my journey. I have nothing to tell you guys. In this video, we'll be talking about how to go ahead and impress people. This is a very important topic because business and life is all about people, whether it's your employees, trying to attract more talent, partners, networking, how to deal with people who annoy you but are providing you value, egos, etc. Impressing people is a very important thing, and I got a lot of these tips from reading the 48 Laws of Power. Now, I don't really care about what other people think. I don't really focus and try to impress people, but when I do meet people, I do switch on that side of okay, empathy. Listen, show interest, be amazed, try to dig into their story. And all of these things also I learned from books like How to Win Friends and Influence People. And these skills have got me into pretty interesting situations and have allowed me to connect and network with a lot of interesting people and maintain and build those relationships. Well, let's jump into today's video where I'll show you guys some tips on how to impress people. So, 1, the more you say, the more common you appear and less in control. Very, very true. When I was young, when I was in high school, I used to just talk actually, when I was in primary school, I was just shy. I didn't talk much. High school, I was like, all right, let's get out of this, just talk a lot, show that I'm not shy and confident. And I was like, I'm growing older and older. I'm realizing that the more you say, you just look all over the place. So powerful people impress by intimidating by saying less. And I really noticed that, when I'm saying less, you are in control of the conversation because you're listening. That's why the Godfather, he's so quiet. The more you say, the more likely you are to say something foolish, even dangerous. Next, if you say something banal, something like crazy, or something that has been said before, you can make it seem original by making it vague, open-ended, sphinx-like. That's like if you want to take other people's ideas and make you seem cool by making it your own. I don't recommend this, but this is something that I sort of underlined in 48 Laws of Power. Next, Duc de Lauzon. He was this small, dwarfish looking sort of character. The strangeness of the Duke's character attracted attention. Once people were enthralled by him, they wanted him at any cost. Society craves these larger than life figures, people who stand above the general mediocrity, people who are never afraid of the qualities that set them apart and draw attention to you. So what I'm learning is you really want to be yourself and double down. So for example, I have big visions and I do feel a bit scared to share them because the feeling of the look that people give you where they're like, yeah, no way, or okay, it hurts when you get that reaction, but that's what's going to attract people to me. And another skill I use is honesty, just like what I just did there. That's something that I just enjoy doing, and that's sort of just me as a person. And by me doubling down on those qualities and also try to emphasize it and sort of state what I'm doing, it's going to attract more people for sure. And that's sort of something I need to focus on because my YouTube, you sort of see us like a 10% side of who I am as a person. Caught controversy, even scandal, it is better to be attacked, even slandered, than ignored. So recently I have 1, 2, 3 haters where they just spend their life just disliking all my videos, trying to write bad reviews. And I went from a point of annoyance to compassion. 1, they must be in a pretty bad spot for them to have time to even do that. 2, it means I'm doing something right. I have usually 2 to 3, probably 2%, 1% of my audience or customers are haters. Probably less than 1%. Or let's say it's 0.5. So if I have 2 haters, that means I have 200, 300, 400 sort of clients. So that means I'm doing something well. If I had no haters, then I wouldn't have a big enough pool of people. Next is become a chameleon. You must change your style to suit with each person. I've noticed that a lot of the times I used to burn people out because I was just myself. Like I'll hang out with an introvert, I'll be just talking and sort of doing my thing, and it'll just burn them out. Whereas now, when I'm talking with an introvert, I sort of turn into this introvert to match their energy, and that just makes it comfortable for them. And that's just me being empathetic. I don't want to burn them out. And I also want to hang out with them more. Next is absence and presence. Everything in the world depends on absence and presence. When you have a strong presence, you'll draw power and attention to you. And you'll shine more brightly than those around you. But to get a strong presence, you need to be absent. You can't be available all the time. And I'm sort of trying to figure out the balance, because social media, I have to post all the time. But then social media isn't me. People don't get a taste of the real me. So I'm pretty sort of exclusive with who gets direct contact with me. Now I do realize there's some people who just try to be absent all the time, and they just lose and kill opportunities. So when dealing with people more successful than me or above me, I'm always following up, always checking in out of respect, because they provide me value. And for those people, the absent thing is not going to work because they don't need me. They're way better than me. They probably have better friends they could hang out with that are more entertaining than me, and get more value and learn more than they get from hanging from me. So the absent thing is not going to work on them. And that's sort of what I've sort of figured out-ish. Too much presence will create the opposite effect. Your aura fades when you know too much. When your imagination has no more room to roam, you become a person like anyone else. A person whose presence is taken for granted. So I've definitely felt this when I've hung out with people who took me for granted. After hanging out with them for too much, they sort of took me for granted and just got too bored of me. They didn't think I was special or anything, which is what maybe the people above me are trying to do for me. They try to limit their reply and limit their interaction to create this, ironically. Maybe everyone's freaking doing this, who knows? You want to really focus on loving yourself so that you don't need other people and you don't need to be too present, so you can get strong presence. Next is, on that same topic, the key to fantasy is distance. And I could feel that, like when people sort of see me on social media, see me on the internet, they talk to me here and there, they have no idea who I am as a person. It's this sort of fantasy because I'm distant. The distant has a lure and promise. What you're offering should be ungraspable. Never let it become oppressively familiar. Let it be a mirage in the distance. Next is desire. Desire is like a virus. If we see someone that is desired by other people, we tend to find that person desirable too. And I've noticed that. It was weird. When I was traveling all on my own, doing my thing on my own, I'm not too desirable as a person. But when people see that I'm hanging out with other cool people, they're like hitting me up and wanting to hang out with me. So it's crazy how it is like a virus. The more desire you have, the more you'll attract. Man, this sounds so evil. I don't like talking about these things, but it's important, because if I was just like hanging on my own all the time, I wouldn't be able to attract the amazing people that I want to attract. And the more amazing people I've been able to attract, I've been able to get more amazing people. And I want to hang out with amazing people, so I have to do these things. I have to play the game. It's not even a game, it's like life. So yeah, it is like reading the 48 Laws of Power, it just felt iffy to me. But I did learn a lot. Next is ostentation. And I searched this online because I wasn't too sure what it meant. The pretentious or showy display of wealth, luxury designed to impress. The more you talk about your deeds, the more suspicious you cause. You also stir up enough envy among your peers to induce teachers and backstabbings. So you don't want to talk about it and yap all the time. Rather, you want to show it. Showing is better than talking. So they said the appearance of an exclusive gift is immensely powerful. Show, don't tell. Next is practice nonchalance. Never seem to be working too hard. This is something that Drake does. Like, he's probably grinding so hard, but he makes it seem easy. Your talent must appear to flow naturally with an ease to make people take you for a genius rather than a workaholic. It's better for them to marvel at how gracefully you have achieved your accomplishment than to wonder why it took so much work. Act effortless, as if you could do more. Avoid temptation of revealing how hard you work. It only raises question. Teach no one your tricks, or they'll be used against you. Achieving your accomplishments with grace and ease, people believe that you can always do more if you tried harder. Result: admiration with a touch of fears. Powers are untapped, no one can fathom your limits. So this is pretty interesting. It makes sense. If Drake is appearing like he's just chilling, hanging out with girls, going to basketball games, all his competitors would be like, damn, imagine if he just worked all day. How much better would he be? And it gets them fearful. Pretty interesting strategy. Like if I go ahead and just show that I'm traveling all the time, but at the same time, I'm showing off the cool results and cool things I'm able to do and the cool people I'm able to hang out with, people are like, damn, if he's doing all this while traveling and having fun, imagine if he didn't do that. And then people are fearful, I guess. And I think, I don't know yet the power of fear though. Like it seems like, who cares? Like if someone, like you rather just, why don't you just make everyone not fearful of you? But I guess I'll learn that later down the road. Avoid temptation of showing how clever you are. Very important. It is far more clever to conceal your mechanism of your cleverness. When you let information get out, you give people ideas that they can use against you. We tend to want the world to know what we've done. Yeah, I do. When I was younger, I used to like to show off. I like to tell, like I used to want to, it's innate where you want to tell people, hey, you're a genius. But you want to sort of conceal that because people hate geniuses. People are jealous and envy of geniuses. You end up just looking like the everyday person that thinks they can be a millionaire. If you're more silent and you're somehow achieving things, people will be like, damn, what's up with this person? But at the same time, like can read like. I can sense spirited, successful people. And they can sense it from me. And you have to be a bit open. Obviously, you don't want to tell them, hey, one of my goals is I want to be happy all the time. Because you say that, they're going to be like, that's impossible. There's going to be some down days. And then they're going to think I'm like naive, which is something you don't want. Never seem to be in a hurry. Hurrying betrays a lack of control over yourself and over time. Always seem patient, as if you know everything will come to you eventually. Pretty important. I do need to be more patient. I'm always running late to the train and places. All the successful people, they're always early. And it does make you feel like I have like an uncle who is always early, and it's like, you're like, damn, like he has time to be early and he's successful. Imagine if he wasn't early and just used that time towards his business. How much more successful would he be? So these thoughts start running through your mind, and it really shows that he's in control of his life. So I guess that's sort of what people see when you're in control of your time. Think as you like, but behave like others. If you flaunt your unconventional ideas and unorthodox ways, people will think that you only want attention, and that you look down upon them. They'll find a way to punish you for making them feel inferior. It's far safer to blend in, share your originality only with tolerant friends and those who you are sure to appreciate your uniqueness. Very important, because I've done this and people always want to clap back. People don't want to be made inferior. They're gonna, like if you do it, they're gonna freaking ignore you for the next 6 months and try to freaking grind their way and catch up to you to stab you in the back. So you always want to blend in and show your uniqueness to people who are also unique. Next, be generous. It attracts people. It softens them up. It makes allies out of them. Be choosy with who you're generous to though. If not, the recipient won't feel special if you're just being generous with everyone. Lastly, be lucky. Something that I've noticed that Jeff Bezos does. Downplay your merit and emphasize the role of luck in your success. This will put people at ease. Act humbly and deferentially and as if nothing has changed. People don't like someone that is doing really well and like thinks they're the best. But if you say, hey, I just got lucky, you're just automatically more likely because more likable, because now you're more humble. You're not accrediting it to your hard work. You're willing to say, hey, I just got lucky. And they're like, okay, yeah, he got lucky. Like, I'm not gonna hate on him. And also it's true that I did get lucky. Like, maybe there are probably people who tried the exact same things as I did. And luckily I found my winning product on the 70th product test. But they tested 90 products and still didn't find a winner because it was just like 1% chance that would happen. And then that 1% chance hit and they gave up. But at the same time, you don't want to tell people that you're not lucky. So yeah, I'm exhausted after doing this video. Hopefully you guys got value on it. I learned a lot just reading and putting these notes down. So hopefully you guys got the gem and got my life story, life lessons, and can apply these. These are very important sort of key skills that you want to use in your life. So yeah, I'm Andy Mai from studying.com. We're about to do $1 million a year. I'm here just to document my journey to $1 million, to 10 million, to 100 million, to $1 billion. And I want you guys to be along for the journey. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let's go ahead and announce studying.com sponsor of $1,000 worth of courses, $1,000 worth of consulting with me. The winner's here. If you guys want to win, all you have to do is drop a comment below, follow me on Instagram, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell, like this video, and I'll be picking the best comment every single video. Hope you guys have an amazing day. Peace.